Have you ever had an urgency to do something? Like an art emergency. This concept was definitely doing that to me. I had 2 weeks off for some summer holiday time, which was already going to be filled with moving, building IKEA furniture, shoveling river rock, trying to enjoy the summer, and of course, keeping up with client commissions. So I had to work fast for this one. Hi, I'm Celine, and welcome to Quiet Time. I'm a professional tattoo artist, and I've been using Instagram to make my content for a very long time. And I feel like maybe I've gotten a little bit bored, maybe even a little complacent on it. So I feel like it's time to expand my horizons into YouTube. I want to try making long form content. I've made 2 videos so far, definitely made some mistakes, which we'll talk about, but I'm excited to give this a try. So if you like art, tattoos, like wholesome content, and dogs, Amir just walked in the room. Hi. Subscribe to this channel so that you stay up to date on what we're doing over here. Thank you. So initially I had 4 goals for this painting. Number 1, I wanted solid saturation. I didn't want to see any of the base canvas through the painting, so no water washes, and I chose to use acrylic paints because they are a little bit more heavy-bodied. Number 2, I wanted to use vibrant, happy, tropical colors. I wanted them to almost kind of jump off the canvas smiling at you. Number 3, for subject matter, I chose to use birds. They're one of my favorite things, and I just felt like toucans would be a great combo with the tropical colors. Obviously, the equation just made sense. And number 4, execute it in a fast, blocky, chunky strokes, not really worried about the fine details. I was just excited to do a larger painting. And that's when I realized that I had secondary goals, which was learning how to start a YouTube channel. There's nothing like doubling up on your emergencies, and I realized that unfortunately everything was going to take significantly longer. Okay, so I did spend probably about a solid week sitting down at my desk and writing notes, watching videos, which does monopolize and consume a fair amount of your time. Because obviously I wanted to try and do it right. So I was adding stuff to my Amazon cart, Googling what I needed and what I didn't need, figuring out where to get music, because my first 2 videos I was going to do just a lo-fi background and just a paint along with me type scenario. So pretty easy to film, and I already had that content from making stuff for Instagram. It was a lot, spending money for subscriptions, buying equipment, and maybe I could have done without some of it, but again, I try hard not to waste my own time. That's something that definitely will drive me crazy. So my Pomeranian wants to come sit with me, and this is basically our normal position every day. So when I finally actually finished the painting, I was a video and a half deep into posting on YouTube. I had the dagger painting scheduled and queued up. It was edited, and I had done my first voiceover. And that's when I realized that basically all my framing was wrong. I'm so used to filming for Instagram, which is more of a vertical orientation, it didn't even occur to me to flip the phone. And with how busy I was with learning how to do this, finishing this painting, trying to do the summer stuff, when I uploaded the very first video, the tombstone one, it didn't even occur to me that it had these big gaps on either side. And let's be serious, nobody wants to watch a teeny tiny little video. So I immediately thought, okay, if I can do something about this, I'm gonna give it a try. So I sat down, did more Googling, watched more videos, did more research, made some notes, and then realized I could upsize that and get it to more of a horizontal orientation for YouTube. So I did manage to do that. I mean, it's not perfect by any means, but we're learning and we are trying our best. So just a few things on how I got started with this painting. For one, this was my inspo image. It's just a photo that I found on Pinterest, and I really love the simplicity of the composition, the big bright blue background. There was lots of open space around the toucans so that I could add in those like pretty coral pink hibiscus flowers. Once I did like a rough sketch and, you know, sorted out exactly where I wanted everything to be, I printed it out to the size that I needed for the canvas. Now, the app that I like to use for that is called Poster Print. Another one of the tattoo artists at the shop had recommended it to me, and that's the one that she uses for her large scale tattoos, and I use it now as well. I really like that you can just change the size by inches. My brain likes to work in inches, not centimeters. So I use that for my tattoos. I use it for my larger pieces of artwork, and printed that out. I kind of cut it out into a rough oval shape and stuck it in the back of the canvas. And then I used my light table to transfer on the rough pencil drawing. And that was all I needed to do to get out my paintbrushes and get started. These last couple clips just show me sealing up the painting with a spray finish. Of course, videoed in all the wrong orientation, but whatever, moving on. I use this Winsor and Newton matte seal, and I love it. I've used it for a different painting, which I will show in the next series of clips, but I definitely recommend it. It's a great product. So this is the other painting that I used that Winsor Newton spray finish on. I did this as a gift like 2 Christmases ago, and it is a painting of the goat from the movie The Witch. If you haven't seen the movie before, but you like spooky movies, I do recommend it. But if you haven't seen it, there may be some spoilers I'm going to say here. So earmuffs or fast forward. So this is Black Phillip from the movie The Witch, and what I love about this, which kind of is magical and ties into the movie, I love how we framed this painting. The glass is so reflective, like you can see that you're almost mirroring and seeing yourself more than you're seeing the actual painting at first, until you kind of like get in close, and it's almost impossible to photograph, it's almost impossible to videotape. But I think that's the magic of it, because in the movie The Witch, the goat, their goat that they have on the farm is the devil. So he's trying to like lure in this girl and get her to do witchcraft and like live deliciously. So I absolutely love that you see yourself in the devil before you actually see him, or something like that. I don't know. But this was a fun painting to do, and I loved using the black on black and just focusing on the little highlights. Like, look at the little highlights in his little nose and muzzle. But yeah, I sealed it up with that Winsor Newton finish, and it's beautiful. So did I finish this painting within my 2-week window? No, absolutely not. I did fail. However, I realized that like maybe I was limiting myself by just focusing on one platform and one way of expressing myself. So it was worth postponing this painting to like research YouTube and see what I could do, and even try to salvage all of the content that I had made with an Instagram formatting. I love the way this painting turned out. It makes me so happy just looking at the birds and looking at the bright colors. I've hung it up at the shop. I feel like we have like a dark like a dark vibes kind of a shop, and this painting is just like, hi, I'm here, all the way across the room. It's funny though, because where I hung it up, it looks so small and teensy, and I mean the painting itself is not a small painting, so I think it's funny where it is up on the wall, just how like little baby it looks. So if you enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to keep making these. Work through all my mistakes, even though it's really frustrating at times, because I do find that the last month or so has been really invigorating for me. I'm really enjoying the creative process on what I'm designing and what I'm going to share with the world and how I'm going to share it. So come along for the ride. We'll have a nice time. And that's all for now. Bye.